The pro players are using the newest pet Sneezy with their ground attacks and air attacks in hard mode. Let's take a look. Kai is in with the first attack of the match for Dizzy Group. Starting off with the Invis spells, pushing the Royal Champion in towards the multi-Inferno Tower. That Prince doing a little bit of damage there as well, but she's going to do some damage back. Drops in the next Invis. Alright, going to be able to get the multi with no problem. Rage Tower as well. The Giga Bomb's going to hit, but he's going to go with the recall just in time, right before the Giga Bomb goes off. Okay, got an archer at the top side of the base to pull the CC troops away. Did he only get a partial pull? It doesn't look like he got a full pull quite yet, so there's probably something else still in the clan castle. Maybe a furnace, we'll find out later. But the Queen's going to deal with the ice golems on the top side of the base. We got the Root Riders moving in, and here we go. Got an archer off to the far right, going to work on some trash buildings. Alright, got the Barrel of Monkey Siege Machine as well. Super Barb on the left side to funnel. Everything should make its way into the base. The King's kind of walking around, but he does go back inside. Hopefully he stays inside as well. The Root Rider's still moving through, opening walls to the core. Got a Rage spell leading everything in. Pops the Warden's ability to keep everything safe. We have the Town Hall clear on the backside, so a little bit of a riskier approach that we've seen before, but he's got a lot of troops moving into this back end, so I don't think it's going to be an issue getting the Town Hall down. He's got everything moving straight to it. The Overgrowth on the right side covering up the Scatter Shot, the Ricochet Cannon. Alright, King's ability going off. Down goes the Town Hall. Spiky Ball getting some damage on these major defenses. The Monolith is actually pretty low. He just needs something to get in there and tap it. The Ice Golem's going to freeze it up. Perfect. Gets these major defenses off the backside of the base. Gonna freeze on that far left side for the Queen to get through the multi-Archer Tower. And she's still got Frosty too, which slows it down quite a bit. Royal Champion's looking good. She actually just now popped her ability. This is absolutely crushed. What an attack here from Kai to kick off the match. And Dizzy Group starting this one off with a triple, and a convincing triple at that. This one's not even close. Still have Yetis. We still have the Queen with her giant on the left side. The Warden, healers, RC's coming back. Look at that. Nicely done. And then plenty of time to spare. Alright, that's a good way to set the tone for the match. Now it's going to be over to Synchronic, see how they started off. Nicely done. So we have an interesting attack here from General X. He's actually shaking it up a little bit. I mean, it is still dragons, but got some rocket balloons to start off. He's got a couple of healers in the bag, and then 3 clone spells. I think we've seen him do this yesterday, too. Alright. So not the typical dragon attack that we've been seeing. Couple of rocket balloons started off on the top right side of the base. They're going to get some funneling done. Couple of minions there for cleanup. And then in the meantime, we got the dragons on the bottom side of the base with the Queen and the Warden and the Prince. Here we go. He's going to send this blimp all the way across the base. At least I believe that's going to be the plan. Dragons moving in. Queen still helping out on the bottom. There's that blimp from the bottom of the base. Pops that Warden's ability. It's going to keep everything protected. And that blimp's got a long way to go, but he does have 3 clones, so even if it falls short, he can clone towards the Town Hall. And there we go, it's going to fall right there. Clones are moving in, they lead to the Town Hall, and look at that. The 3 clones with the Yetis, they're going to be able to get the Town Hall down. They're going to get both Fire Spitters out of the way. So there we go, Town Hall's down. Oh, they don't get the right Fire Spitter. Actually, the Yeti mites go other places. Wait, there's still a few left. Can they get it? Not quite. So we do still have that 1 Fire Spitter, but he still gets a big chunk out of the base with the Yetis. Still have 2 Invis. We still have the Royal Champion and Queen abilities. He's got a back-end Ice Golem to use as well. Now, Seeking Air Mine on that right side just took out that dragon that was helping get through that Ricochet Cannon. A little unfortunate. Looks like Prince has gone down to Phoenix. That Fire Spitter is going to be a little bit of a nuisance. It's going to get a lot of damage in. It should have already been down to the Yeti Bomb, but didn't work out that way. Royal Champion moving across the top side of the base. He does have the Invis to use if he needs to keep her alive through the Monolith. It's going to drop 1 here. Sends her straight to the Monolith. The boots finish off the air defense. Next Invis down perfectly. Keeps that damage off the Champion as she works her way through. The Queen comes in to help out. Gigabomb's going to knock the Royal Champion. Oh, he's got the Tornado there too. Pops that RC's ability. The Hogs will tank for a little bit. She actually picks up the healers off the Queen, so now we got a bit of a Champion charge on the back end of the base. He still has plenty of time. He still has an Ice Golem too. And a couple of headhunters if he can get him in there. It's going to be tricky, though. Oh, the RC actually died? Hold on. That Prince. He just absolutely slapped that Champion. He's going to have to send in this Ice Golem relatively soon to keep that damage off of the Queen. She's getting healed back up, but she does pick her healers back up, which is good. There's the Ice Golem on the backside. It's going to go down relatively quickly. Pops the Queen's ability, so we got cloned Queens. We got more healers coming out. Should be able to get through the Prince relatively easily. There we go. The Prince is out of the way. Now it's just going to come down to the Expo and the Ricochet Cannon. We'll see if he's got enough to get it. He's got 15 seconds. He's celebrating. He's happy with it. The cannon goes down. It all comes down to the Expo, and he has it taken care of. And Synchronic also starting off with a triple. Nicely done to General X. Here we go. We got Denden in with the next attack for Dizzy Group. We'll see if they can keep the momentum rolling as that Royal Champion moves in from the bottom side of the base. Get through the Ricochet Cannon, and then she should head to the left for the multi. Here's the Invis, perfectly done. He's got 3 left, and then the recall. Giant bombs here. It's through the multi, next Invis down. She'll go up for the Expo, perfect. And then if she can get that Rage Tower out of there, that'll be great. That way he doesn't have to worry about these buffed up offenses, or defenses. Why'd I say offenses? That was weird. Brains on the fritz. He does recall the Royal Champion, yoinks her out of there. That Ice Golem was kind of oddly placed. Why'd he put the Ice Golem clear to the left? Oh, man. Whoops. So he's going to waste the Ice Golem, unfortunately. It does freeze the Queen, so I guess he gets a little bit of value out of it. Okay, that's better than completely wasted. Town Hall shots are coming in. The Barrel of Monkeys Siege Machine is in. The enemy Queen goes down to the Valkyries. Here we go. Everything pushing into that Town Hall compartment. Hanging on to the Warden's ability for now. These Town Hall shots are getting a lot of damage in, though. Might want to pop that ability. I don't think he caught everything on that left side, but that's okay. Everything pushing through the Town Hall. Got the Overgrowth in the core that's going to cover up both these Fire Spitters. Town Hall drops, finally. Some Super Barbs on the top side trying to funnel out these trash buildings as everything else moves around. We got a lot of snakes from the King. They're also helping out with these trash buildings. Got Yetis in the core. We got Root Riders still left alive. The Queen pops her ability. Giant pushing its way through. The Overgrowth is going to wear off. So we need to get through these Fire Spitters quickly, especially that one on the left. And there we go. Finally goes down. That one on the right shouldn't be an issue at any point now. We got the Skelly spell in the core. That Prince is firing kind of quickly, taking down these Skellies. Alright. See if we can get through that Monolith before the Skellies are gone. No, we cannot. Skellies disappeared. That Prince was going absolutely crazy on those skeletons. Pops the RC's ability. Rocket Spear moving through. That's going to help get rid of this Monolith. Alright, maybe. Monolith does go down. The Sneezy's angry. Whichever hero was on the Sneezy. Looks like the Warden has gone down. It's going to freeze for the Prince here. The Gear Tower is actually on long range mode, which is the worst mode to put it in, because it does like half the damage. So that's going to help out the attacker here. But the Prince is actually still alive. I thought he went down. He's going to help finish off the Sneezy, and this one's going to fall short. King pops his ability. Spiky Ball bounces around, but it's not going to be healthy enough. That Prince is going to help finish off the troops, and this will be a defense for Synchronic. The percentage will be good, but it's an opportunity now for Synchronic to take the lead in their next attack. Good try here to Denden. Like I said, percentage is great. 97%. Might even be 90, nah, 97. Phoenix didn't have quite enough to get through that Expo. Good try. We're going to start with the Royal Champion on the bottom side of the base. The Root Riders are back. It has been at least 40 seconds since we last seen a Root Rider attack. So thankfully we don't have to wait much longer. Royal Champion pushing up towards the Expo. She'll move over to the right for the multi-inferno. Well, she might go up to the bomb tower, actually. Yeah, she's going to go up and then to the right. Here we go. Now she can grab the multi-archer tower, grab this scatter shot. We got a couple of ice golems out of the CC. We got a furnace out of the CC. So you might have something down at 6 o'clock to pull the ice golems, or at least he did. Now we got the Queen down there. All right. He could poison the furnace in the core, because there's no reason not to. Ooh, interesting poison. He almost missed that furnace, but he got it. Successful poison. King on the left side. Log launcher moving through. Queen, I think, has finished up the ice golems. Now she can join up with this, with the King push. The King's gonna take a lot of damage here from the Queen and the scatter shot. He's gonna have to pop his ability relatively early. There we go. Boots and balls, opening things up, taking things down. Down goes the scatter. We got some Valkyries moving through. We got some Root Riders moving through, and here we go. Grand Warden on the far left with the Sneezy helping out with the Royal Champion. Pops that Warden's ability. That's actually a great ability there. Catches a lot of these troops moving through right before they split up. Overgrowth on the very back end of the base is going to cover up the Monolith. Town Hall going to be continuing to send these shots in. Might not have been a bad idea to just cover up the Town Hall there, although that would have been risky, because it's going to take them a minute to get to that Town Hall anyway. Everything's just hanging out to the top side of the base. We got one Yeti moving into that Town Hall. There we go. Now we got the Royal Champion moving in. Drops in the Rage. It's going to go with a freeze. Town Hall goes down. The Overgrowth should be wearing off here shortly. And there we go. The RC is in a perfect spot to take it out. Down goes the Monolith. We got that Fire Spitter on the right side. Still have 2 Ricochet Cannons as well. It's going to be a little bit tricky. If we can keep that Sneezy alive, that'll help out a lot. As I say that, a lot of traps pop up. Lots of red air bombs. Sneezy's still hanging in there. But we need it to get through... Oh, never mind. I was going to say get through the Ricochet Cannon. But it goes down. There's an air defense there anyway, so it probably wouldn't have mattered. But this one's falling short. Phillip, you're not getting that 97% that we asked for. Oh, but this is going to be a big defense here for Dizzy Group. This is going to be well under that 97 mark. So, Dizzy Group's going to maintain the lead on percentage. Good try here to Phillip. All right, Chien is in. Next attack for Dizzy Group. They got a big defense. See if they can... keep it rolling. Keep themselves in the lead here as he works his way through the Monolith here on the right side of the base. Royal Champion pushing through. Down goes the Monolith. Get through the Builder Hut. She'll go left. He's going to go with another Invis. Okay, that's the last Invis as well. So he's probably just going for the multi-archer tower and then recall. He'll let her get another couple of buildings here. There we go. Recall. Pulls her out of there. Able to keep the Fox alive is going to help out quite a bit. I do feel like that's a big deal when the Fox is still alive after the initial RC charge. Got the Earthquakes in the core of the base as the log launcher makes its way in. The Queen coming in from the bottom side of the base. She'll be able to work her way through once the log launcher opens up some of these walls. The King's already going to ability super early here. But he is able to take out the enemy Queen. Gets the walls opened up, gets some damage on some of these buildings. Alright, log launcher continuing through. The Inferno locking onto the Queen. She's going to pop her ability, take it down. Got the walls opened up on the left side. Prince firing away. See if that Queen can change targets and get that Prince taken care of, because he is going to be a bit of a problem. In the meantime, the Root Riders moving their way through the Town Hall compartment. Got the Royal Champion back in over there as well. Be able to get the Town Hall secured. Got a defensive rage going off in the core. Again, we're seeing another long-range gear tower. Very interesting to see those on defense. Yeti taking down the Fire Spitter, maybe? Not quite. There we go. Alright, we got both Fire Spitters out of the way. Giant does go down. Root Rider's going to open up the walls, send the Yeti to the right, and hopefully finish off the gear tower. The Yeti Mites are hopping through, and it's not going to be enough. So the gear tower in the core stays alive. I guess in this case, it actually helps out having it on long range, just because there's going to be nothing to take it down. So it's going to just keep on firing away. Okay. The RC is going to go down. This is looking like a defense. There's too much defense to get through for these Root Riders, so this is absolutely going to fall just a bit short. And Synchronic catch another break here. This one's going to be lower percentage than their last attack from Dizzy. Alright. He's going to pick up a few more buildings. Can he hit 90? Maybe with the Super Barbs, actually. And there we go, 90%. Alright. So, good percentage, but not the 3-star he was looking for. Good try. Alright, here we go. Einstein with the first non-Root Rider, non-Dragon attack of the day, bringing in the rocket balloons. And he's going to go with a Fireball. The Fireball's been really risky, and I think that's why we don't really see a whole lot of Fireballs in this tournament. I think this will be like the second or... I think just the second one we've seen today. We didn't see very many yesterday either, at least for the portion that I watched. There might have been more after I tapped out. The Warden making his way through these defenses with the Angry Jelly. Okay, so far so good. Does have... I'd imagine he's going to go for like the Town Hall area, because he could potentially get the Monolith and the CC. But we'll see. Alright, there we go. Invis. Town Hall. Fireball. Okay. And there we go with the Earthquakes. Down go the Clan Castle and the Town Hall. Or wait, not the Town Hall. Sorry. The Clan Castle and the Monolith. The Town Hall's low, but it's not down yet. He also gets the Invis Tower, which does help out a good bit as well. Does he have a giant arrow to finish off the Town Hall? That would be kind of handy. I didn't see what the equipments were. We'll find out. Probably not, considering the way he dropped in the queen. He might just use the royal champion to hop in there and finish it off, because it is low. Alright, but we're going to let the warden continue to do a nice long walk. He's going to go with rocket balloons to move in and finish off the town hall. I like that. Minimal investment, but he's going to need to send a few more. Queen's still moving on that bottom side. Drops an invis for her. A few more rocket balloons are coming in. There we go. Moving across. Do they get it? And yes, this time they do successfully take the town hall down. Now he can save the royal champion for somewhere else. Alright, Queen's still making her way on the left side with the barbarian king. The warden charge still looking strong on the top side as well. There's the king's ability. Spiky ball bouncing around. Couple of balloons for the mortar. Okay. Still has 3 rocket balloons as well if he wants to use them somewhere. He has got the Yetis out of the CC on the top left side of the base. Yeah, the flame flinger up there. Did that flame flinger even do much? I'm not sure. I think it might have popped kind of quickly there. Rocket balloons from the left. We still have the warden walk going strong. We still have the queen looking good in the core. We got 45 seconds on the clock to get through everything. Rocket spear flying through. Oh, but she gets distracted by the king. Come on, RC. Go back, go back, go back. Ah, she wasted so many rocket spears there. But it's not going to matter. Look at that. It's absolutely crushed. A beautiful attack from Einstein and a triple from Synchronic. It's going to put them back in the lead. All right, it's over to Ryuta. They just got tripled, so he's going to have to 3-star in response. We'll see if he can do it. Got the Root Riders, of course. Where is the Royal Champion going to go? He's got a few Invis and the Recall, so it's short charge here. Here we go, Royal Champion from the top side of the base. Invis down. She should be able to make her way in. I would imagine he's going to make sure she goes to the Monolith after the Multi-Archer Tower Expo. But we'll see. He doesn't have a lot of invis to direct her. I think she goes left anyway, after the expo goes down. Oh, just kidding. She goes to the bomb tower. I wasn't expecting that. But I guess it was technically closer. Alright. So we're going to leave the monolith for now. That's fine. She'll be able to get a few other buildings here on the right side before the recall. She should get the multi. I think that's going to be it. There's the recall. Got a few trash buildings at the top side of the base, but for now we're going to go with the queen on the 9 o'clock corner. Skelly spell is in, and here we go with the Root Riders. Valkyrie's in behind. We got the troop launcher in as well. We'll see those barrels of monkeys coming through to help support the army. There's the king joining up with the queen on the outside of the base. Help get through these outside buildings and defenses to make sure the Root Riders stay on track. We got ice golems out of the CC. Nothing really going for that monolith, though. There's a few small troops up there, but not a lot. Hopefully something can get that monolith down. The Royal Champion is up there. She's getting frozen by the ice golems at the moment. And luckily, we got the boost from the Sneezy tanking that monolith while the RC is frozen. So that actually worked out perfectly. Down goes the monolith. RC still moving through. She's going to get the furnace with her electro boots as she passes by. It's looking good so far. He did use the overgrowth in the core to cover up the fire spitters and the ricochet cannon. Also covered up that rage tower. So that's going to get kind of spicy once that overgrowth wears off. Because that rage tower is going to kick off and we're going to have 2 fire spitters and a ricochet cannon. Actually, just 1 fire spitter to really worry about. But that RC goes down almost immediately. Alright, actually that left fire spitter is not even in the rage. Interesting. It probably would be better to have that rage tower moved over a couple of tiles. Or just 1 tile, I guess, is all that's there. Fire spitter... can't really reach a whole lot here, but the other one's about to be in range. Luckily, that rage is going to wear off. The baby dragon's trying to sneak in from the left to try to finish off that left fire spitter here. And it's not quite able to. It just barely hangs on. Does he have enough here? He still has quite a few troops moving through. There's not a whole lot of base left, but that prince on defense is popping off. The queen is there trying to take him down. She still has ability, though. And with the ability, I think this is looking good for a triple for Dizzy. Down goes the cannon. The queen's moving in. Just that 1 fire spitter. The other one's not an issue. Down goes the fire spitter, and that's a 3-star for Ryuta. And Dizzy group strike right back to Synchronic. Nicely done. We're keeping it a close match. All right, we got Leo with the next attack for Synchronic. They've got a triple to keep their 1-star lead against Dizzy. We'll see if he can get it done. Famine 2.0. Don't worry, I got you guys. I'll grow potatoes myself and send them over. We make jokes, but potatoes are probably some of the best food on the planet. It's true. I just tried to scroll the war map on my iPad stand here. I don't have control over that. Alright, the Royal Champion's looking good here for Leo. She's going to go through the scatter shot. No, she's not. He's going to go with the recall. He did lose the Fox. Alright. Not ideal, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. That's just a very small thing. Log launcher going to open up through the middle of the base and hopefully get that multi. I am pretty sure we seen this exact same base yesterday. I'm not usually one to recognize bases, but this one looks really familiar. Ooh, that ice golem. Man, these ice golems with the spring traps. There's two back-to-back again. That's the second time today that both ice golems have just been yeeted off the base by the spring traps. Oh, man. They can't catch a break. But that's 30 housing space out the window again. We got Root Riders. We got the King on the left side getting through the enemy Royal Champion. We're going to go in behind the one Fire Spitter. The other one's probably going to get hit with an Overgrowth here shortly to keep it shut down. He doesn't want to do it too soon because that Overgrowth doesn't really seem to last very long. I'm pretty sure the Overgrowth used to last a lot longer than what it does now. He's being very patient with it. Alright. Actually, is he going to just let the Queen get the Fire Spitter and use the Overgrowth somewhere else? Yes, he is. Fire Spitter goes down. He's going to send that Overgrowth further to the right. Covers up the Expo and the Ricochet Cannon up there. Ooh, Giga Bomb, Tornado Trap combo on the top side of the base. Get the Gear Tower firing away as the troops spin around in a circle. Air Defense taking out the Phoenix up there. The Overgrowth's going to wear off before too long. Alright. Expo getting through the Barbarians. This one's falling short. I'm not sure it's going to get through. You can see he's looking a little stressed. Yeah, this one's not going to get it. Nice try to Leo, but Synchronic with the 2-star. That's gonna bring things tied up on stars yet again. It's going to be able to push the percentage. It'll be interesting to see who has the percentage lead after this attack. I think it might be Dizzy. All right, here we go. Zkin with the next attack. Man, he's going quick with this start. He didn't pop the RC's ability. I was thinking he did for a moment for the haste, but he still has the RC's ability intact. He's got a lot of invis. He's trying to push her to the town hall, I think. I could be wrong. He's not directing her with invis, but so I guess not. Otherwise, he would have already dropped in invis to send her back into the town hall compartment. But he's going to be able to get through both Ricochet Cannons, get through the Inferno Towers. Actually, I'm not sure if she's going to go for that other cannon. There's the ability pop with the haste. Tell she goes much quicker now. And there she goes through the second Ricochet Cannon. Earthquake to soften some things up. Now she's actually going up to the town hall. He wasn't even expecting that. He didn't have the invis ready there. Alright, I mean, that's still a big chunk of the base. He did use the Queen with a Golem and the Royal Champion to achieve all that. So hopefully it was enough for Zkin. We'll see. He's got the blimp flying across the base. He's going to move in, grab the Town Hall. He's got the Rage Spell ready for that. There we go. The Rage Spell is in. Town Hall should drop quickly to the Yeti Bomb. And then the Dragons will try to clean up everything else. Dragons moving off to the left. A few of them going to the top side of the base. We did pull out the Ice Golems from the CC. He's got the Archer on the far left, though, to try to get these Ice Golems out of the way of the Dragons so they're not getting frozen over here right beside all these defenses. Still the Warden with his Sneezy, summoning all these boos, picking up all these air traps out of the core. Look at all the red air bombs going away. Alright. Got a Furnace in the core still, but it looks like he had the poison down, so if it's not down yet, it will be soon. It's actually, well, the double multi-Archer Tower is going to be tricky, but he does have an Ice Hound. I didn't even see he brought an Ice Hound. Unfortunately, there's nothing up there for the Ice Hound to even tank for, so, man, that was like 40 housing space just wasted there. That is not good. He's only got 50 seconds left, and he's got these Ice Golems to get through. This one's not going to make it. This one's going to fall short. Question's going to be, how much percentage can he get? Look at the Warden going off on his own now. Picking up Seeking Air Mines. We got a Coco Warden. That's going to make the Sneezy angry. And then that Sneezy's going to go straight for these defenses. Oh, just kidding. It's going to get annihilated in the core of the base. But yeah, this one's not going to get it done. Should be able to get it up to 90, I would imagine. I'd be surprised if he can't get that much. It's only a few more buildings. Dragon's moving through. 20 seconds still left to go. Going to be able to get through the multi-Archer Tower. Maybe? Yes. Down it goes. There's 90%. So that's going to be good for them as far as percentage goes. But Synchronic potentially could take the lead back with their next attack. And we're getting down to the last round of attacks here. I just realized, man, this match went fast. Alright, here we go. Last attack of the match. Synchronic can take the win with a triple. I don't know what percentage they would need on a 2-star, but it would have to be in the mid to high 90s. We'll see what happens here for Marc. If anybody knows what percentage they need, let me know. Oh wait, they can't win on percentage. They have to triple. I just looked at the percentage on the board. There's the recall for the Royal Champion. He gets a bunch of that out of there. Saves the RC just in time as well. She was about to go to ability. But they have to 3-star to win the match. So pressure's on for Marc. You have the poison over the furnace in the core of the base. Like I've been saying for this entire tournament, put some rocket balloons in there. Make somebody use their poison not on the furnace. You know? Just food for thought. There we go. Log launcher's still moving through. The ice golems have been dealt with. Ice golems on offense popping fairly early. Is that one on the bottom going to hit a spring trap again? Maybe not this time. It does pop early anyway, though, because that ricochet cannon hits like a truck. But at least it freezes up the cannon while the Root Riders move in to take it down. Which hero? Okay, that's the king in the core of the base. He pops his ability. Spiky boots and balls going off. Getting some damage on these buildings. Everything pushing in from the bottom side of the base. A little bit of a risky approach, but at this point, it's all or nothing. So it doesn't even matter if he leaves the town hall for a bit further in the back of the base. Is he going to pop the Warden's ability here? He's got a lot of troops he could potentially keep protected. There we go. Rage is in. Warden's ability going off. That's going to push them right up into this town hall compartment. The Gigabomb's going to go off shortly as well. Hopefully that Warden's ability can last. No, it doesn't. They're going to take a bit of damage from it. Not a big deal, though. The town hall frozen will go down quickly. Got a Rage on the left side for the Queen, trying to keep her alive as well. Got Valkyries on the right side of the base. Root Rider's still pushing through, but things are fizzling. Things are starting to disappear, and I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. It's going to be close. That Queen on the left side is going to get taken down by that ricochet cannon. She's not fast enough to take it out. Down she goes, and that's going to be huge for the defense. The ricochet cannon stays standing. It's actually going to get healed back up. So we do have that builder hut over there. We still have quite a few troops moving through, though. We got healers. He could still pull this off. He might have this. The multi-archer towers trying to get some damage in. These Valkyries are doing a nice job tanking, though. Down it goes. It's just going to come down to that cannon. Let's see. We still have the Royal Champion in the mix. He's got it. It's going to be a 3-star. And Synchronic are going to come away with the win and stay alive in the tournament. And Dizzy Group, despite their performances this weekend, are going home. And there we have it. Very cool seeing Sneezy being used with ground and air attacks in hard mode. Let me know down below if you've used Sneezy for yourself. And if you want to see more Clash of Clans content, I recommend checking out this video right here.